Tryna slow down my motion. It's written, you cannot control this. You gonna blow it. Them, they not important. Me, I'm the one goated. 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 Just don't touch me, you're ugly. Just don't touch me, you're ugly. Bro, I'm godlike, I'm judgy. I can't touch this girl, she musty. Bro, you flexing on IG. People like you disgust me. Just don't touch me, you're ugly. Just don't touch me, you're ugly. These women love me, bro, they tryna me. That's the wrong way, the wrong way. Back, yeah, buddy, if you get lucky, it'll get yucky. Little buddy touch me, I can turn auntie into a. I'm in that S5 facing cuffy, cause I can't name that nigga, bring me, dummy. Tryna slow down my motion. It's written, you cannot control this. You gonna blow it. Them, they not important. I'm the one goated. Me, I'm the one goated. Me, I'm the one goated. Me, I'm the one goated. Tryna slow down my motion. It's written, you cannot control this. You gonna blow it. Them, they not important. Me, I'm the one goated. 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 I got it.
Hey, yo, fresh out the beta game in my jeans. Black, slap, what do that mean? It mean that banging. Have my hand out, let me hang. Hey, break down, stay down, look what I make now. Hit boy, earthquake, boy, it's a shakedown. I done so much work, they think it's fake now. Big fish, every beat me. If I do a song with you, that's a luxury. Hit boy, work with you, that's a luxury. Don't step on my Crocs, D's. Fresh out the bay, the game in my jeans. Black, slap, what do that mean? It mean that banging. Have my hand out, let me hang. These new can't with me. If I do a song with you, that's a luxury. If hit boy work with you, that's a luxury. Don't step on my Crocs, these luxuries.
Call it Motown, call it the Motor City. To Lions fans, this is home. Ford Field in downtown Detroit. Time now for the second of 6 on this super wild card weekend. And off we go on this Saturday night. This one is fielded in the end zone, but he will not bring it out. It's touchback, and this drive will begin at the 30-yard line. Here's 1st and 10. Now the second-year man out of Alabama, Jahmyr Gibbs. And he finds a little bit of space. He'll take this forward for a gain of 4. Here's a 2nd and 6. From the gun, it's Goff. He'll let this one go long for Williams. He lays out and makes a spectacular catch. It is a huge play for Detroit. A gain of 57 yards. Scoring first, so critical in a playoff game. They've got it here, 1st and goal. He's got Laporta open on the left side.
Not every pass has to be thrown downfield. You can rely on the run after catch, especially a big body like this tight end. Get the ball in his hands early and let him pick up the rest after the catch.
From the 2 now, here's 2nd and goal. They'll run with Montgomery. And he will fight his way to the end zone. David Montgomery. Touchdown, Lions. And that is the way to start a game. Not just score, but, Greg, score quickly. A nice opening drive for the first 6 points.
Well, it seems like the hour spent on that opening game script was time well spent. I mean, to take the ball right down the field that quickly right out of the gates, it's a pretty good opening drive and an early 6 points.
7-0 is our score as this kick is sent into the air. He'll start at the 4. Good job in coverage. They're going to get him down short of the 20-yard line. Now the former first-round pick, Breece Hall. And a good job following his blockers, a gain of 7. It'll be 2nd down. go again with Hall. And he'll take this to the 35, and that'll move the chains. It's a first down.
I think this second down call, Mike, they were hoping that at worst they had themselves set up for a third down and short. But there's no need for third down. He was able to get enough on second, and they get a fresh set of downs.
Ball out to the 35-yard line as they come up for 1st and 10. Another run here with Hall. And he's going to be brought down up past the 45.
This is how you draw up your opening possession when you're on the road. The longer the drive goes, the quieter the crowd gets. Continue to mix in that run game. Let's see if they can finish off by putting this ball in the end zone.
So, a pair of first downs moves them out to the 47-yard line. And it's 1st and 10. They'll throw with Daniels. He's got his tight end. There's Ertz. And he's not going to get too far, tackled after a gain of just a yard.
Really well done here by the defense, Mike, executing this zone defense, and they've got to be able to pattern read. You're not just going to drop back to a spot and just play like a robot. Based on what the receivers do off the line, the defenders have different rules of where their zones move to. Well, they had that one dialed in right from the jump, and they were able to stop that play really before it got started.
On 2nd down, a run with Hall. And he nearly got free. But as it is, gain of 6, and it sets up 3rd down. Daniels now going to look to throw. That one intercepted. He gets free. And that just adds to the start for this one. They walk down the field to get the touchdown, and then the defense joins the offensive party, Greg. Each side has scored a touchdown early on.
Yeah, and you just can't draw up a worse start than this, Mike. I mean, not only to allow the opposing team to go down and score on their first drive, but then to follow it up with a pick 6. You find yourself in a big hole here early. Do they have enough to dig their way out?
The kickoff team is out on the field, and we're back to it as the kick's away. And this one is fielded in the end zone, will not be returned. So it'll come out to the 30. They'll come up here, 1st and 10. Operating from the gun, it's Daniels. And they will bring him down on the other side of midfield.
It's so early in the game, you have to be careful now as coaches and players that you don't find yourself trailing early and get out of your game plan. There is so much time left. Stick to what you've worked on all week. There's plenty of time to chip away and see if you can make this thing close come the 4th quarter.
Now Daniels throwing on 1st and 10. That's taken in. It's Austin Eckler. And they'll take this down inside the 35.
Every once in a while, it just comes down to you need somebody in the huddle to just make a play. And it wasn't a whole lot fancy here. The quarterback just dumps the ball down, a quick underneath completion, and then really it's the yards after catch that did the rest. And that's what it takes. You're not always going to have the perfect play. You're not always going to dial up the perfect play against the perfect look. Sometimes players need to make plays, and that was a good one there. They were able to complete this pass, but how often do we see these running backs run these angle routes, and they catch it in stride and run a hole through the defense? So, I know the defense gave up some yards here, but it could have been a lot worse.
2nd and a yard. On the give, it's Hall. And he'll be taken down, and that's going to do it. That's the last play of the first quarter. So after one, here on Super Wild Card Weekend, 14-0 is our score. And we are back to the Motor City in a moment. To throw is Daniels on 1st and 10. That is intercepted. And his offense is going to be all set up with a short field and a chance to extend their lead.
It's not often, Mike, that everything breaks right for this type of return off of an interception. But, boy, is it beautiful when it does. I mean, look at the defenders just flip around and become blockers, trying to spring their guy to the house. Great athleticism, some great moves on his part. I mean, he's going to have some of his offensive teammates looking over their shoulder for their position.
Goff gives it to Gibbs. Space to run inside the 20. And they are not going to catch him. He's in. Jahmyr Gibbs. Touchdown, Detroit.
It's not often in the NFL, Mike, that we see a run play result in a touchdown of this length. A lot of things have to go right. The right look by the defense, executing by the offensive line and all of your blockers. And then sometimes it's just, I got a better guy with the ball in my hand than you do on defense. And I think all of those things here were at play and results in a big touchdown.
Both teams ready to go once more as the kick's away. And we will not have a run back here. It's a touchback, and we'll come out to the 20-yard line. The drive begins at the 20. Here's 1st and 10. The drive begins with a run, and it's Hall. And he'll get this past the 25. To the 27, a pickup of 7. 2nd down and 3. Throwing is Daniels. He's going to tuck it and go.
That's just great awareness there, Mike. He's looking downfield. He doesn't see anything, but he is locked in to get that first down. He tucks it, becomes a runner, and gets past the marker.
So it'll be 1st and 10. They'll scrimmage at the 33. Now Daniels. Now pass deep for McLaurin. And he's going to be brought down inside the 15.
If you want to score points at a high level in the NFL, you have to generate explosive plays. And after that big chunk pass play, they find themselves now down there in the red zone. And this is where you have to finish drives.
On the move at the 14-yard line, it's 1st and 10. Working out of the gun, it's Daniels. A very quick throw there, but not on the same page with his target. That's incomplete. Brees Hall, the intended receiver. And it'll lead to a second down. Here comes Hall on this toss to the right. And he'll only manage to pick up 3 yards. And that leads to third down. From the shotgun on third down, Daniels to the goal line and in. Touchdown, Washington. Austin Seibert now for the extra point. He knocks it through. And the Commanders get back in it. It is 21-7. The kickoff team is out on the field. And we're back to it as the kick's away. This one is fielded in the end zone, but he decides not to bring it out. So they'll take over at the 30-yard line. Set to go now on 1st and 10. They'll start this one on the ground with Gibbs. And good blocking up front, paving the way for a gain of 8 on the ground. Here's 2nd and 2. Once again, it's Gibbs. And that'll be a gain of 2 and a first down.
This is a situation that play callers love to be in, Mike. They have all their options on the table. 2nd and short, play action pass, you can run. In this case, they choose to keep it on the ground, play it safe, pick up the first down.
They'll come up 1st and 10 at the 40. That's quickly out to Williams. And they'll get about 4 here as he is taken down. Here's 2nd and 6. Patrick motioning here. Off the play fake. Here's Goff. The pressure, too much, and he goes down. The rookie, Laiatu Latu, the UCLA man, in there to bring him down. So, backed up after the sack, and now it's 3rd and long. Out of the shotgun, it's Goff. That's into the hands of the receiver, Patrick. His first catch of the wild card game, and good for a first down.
3rd downs, Mike, those are quarterback downs. Those are the downs where you tend to find yourself in a must-pass situation, and that's where the top guys in the league are still capable of overcoming it. So throw the ball downfield, be accurate with the ball. Winning on 3rd downs, that is a recipe for success.
That'll be caught. It's Jahmyr Gibbs. And they'll move this ball way down into the red zone, inside the 20-yard line.
And this offense is now really on the move, Mike, and it's the passing game that's leading the way. They've been able to march their way downfield thanks to this aerial attack, so don't expect them to go to the ground game anytime soon. If I'm this play caller, I'm continuing to lead on this, not only in this drive, but probably for the rest of this game.
And he's not going to get too far, tackled after a gain of just a yard. The Lions call their first timeout, as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the first half. Here's a 2nd and 9. They'll bring St. Brown in motion. A 2nd down throw for Goff. That one is caught beyond the pylon. Sam Laporta, touchdown Lions. This defense continuing to give up points. Greg, you've been on offenses like this. This has to feel great when you're on a roll like this.
And it's really twofold, Mike. First and foremost, just like you said, every offense in the league works all week. We want to start out fast. We want to establish some early rhythm and play our style of game. They've certainly done that. Now, on the flip side, what does it do to your opponent? It takes them completely out of their game plan, knowing this early in the game, they're chasing points.
And they'll opt not to return this, but since the ball did hit in that landing zone, the ball only comes out to the 20-yard line. So they come to the line for 1st down and 10. Throwing now, Daniels. Now pass deep for McLaurin. That is caught! And he will dive into the end zone. 80 yards. Touchdown, Washington.
Think back to the spring, Mike. We all watched the highlights of this guy's pro day, and you always question, why do they make these quarterbacks just rear back and throw it as far as they can? How often are they really going to do that? Well, when they do, like we saw here, it is a thing of beauty. He put that big arm on display with that last pass, and it winds up going for 6.
Still a little time. Final minute of this first half. We'll see if they can do anything with this kickoff that is coming their way. And no chance to return this one. Through the end zone for a touchback. And they're just going to run it here up the middle.
This just shows why you can't count on just one guy to take him down. He's a powerful enough runner. You've got to have guys coming in support when that first hit is made. It takes a team effort to stop him, especially once he gets going.
They'll come up now for 2nd down and 4. Patrick motioning here. Throwing on 2nd down. Goff. The ball comes out. And fortunately, one of the Lions in there to get on it, and Detroit keeps possession. Now whistles. Timeout. 3 seconds left in this first half. We're going to try to pick this up on 3rd and 8. Not wanting to risk another sack, they're going to play it safe with a run. And he's going to be taken down as time runs out on this first half of play.
Lions 28, Commanders 14.
Coach, thank you. Back here on EA Sports as we count down to the kickoff of the second half.
Jeff Fox, the kickoff for the Lions.
Who survives? Whose season continues on to next week? One half to decide it. Time for the third quarter of the NFC wildcard game. That one's going to skip into the end zone for a touchback. A first set of downs to work with. It is first down and 10. Now flags fly. Looks like someone got going early, and it's going to turn into first and 15. From the shotgun, it's Daniels. That one pinballs around, but it is incomplete.
For the most part, he's been very accurate with the ball. He's completing over 60% of his passes, but because they haven't been able to get any big explosive plays, continue to push the ball downfield, hasn't really translated on the scoreboard just yet.
Work to do now as they come up on second and long. They will run it over center with Hall. And some good blocking at the point of attack. A pickup of 7, and it brings up third down. They put a receiver in motion to the left. Now a throw here. It's backwards. He might be looking to throw this. No movement from the punt team. They'll line up to go for it on fourth down. They'll go. Here's Daniels. That's 3. Third time tonight he's been intercepted. The defense is having a day. They extend the lead with Greg, their second pick-6 of the game.
And that's just something you don't see very often in the NFL, Mike. I mean, you might see a handful of games each year where there's 1 pick-6, but to get 2 pick-6s in the same game, this defense is on fire.
Bates, good, with the extra point. And the Lions will extend this third quarter lead.
Jeff Fox to kick off for the Lions.
Both teams ready to go once more as the kick's away. This taken at the 5. And he will get cut down short, shy of the 20-yard line. first and 10. Here's Daniels. He'll look underneath for Hall. And they'll mark him down up beyond the 30.
Whatever they've talked about in the locker room at the halftime break seems to have worked. They've come out with a new established energy. You could see it when they took the field. Now this offense seems to be building on it because with that chunk play, just a little bit of rhythm that they can build off of. They got a long way to go to get back into this game, but so far off to a good start.
Daniels now on first down. That one secured by the tight end Bates. They'll break the huddle. It's 2nd and 5. To throw is Daniels. He'll find Hall out of the backfield. They'll get maybe 3 out of that one, and it's going to set up 3rd down.
Defensive coordinators preach all the time, play pass defense with vision. It's exactly the case here. They're able to rally to the ball, keep that to a short gain.
They'll try to run for it with Hall. Oh, it's a pickup of 13 yards. First down, Washington.
Finding yourself down here, multiple scores in the second half. The defense is going to give you some friendly run looks. So don't be afraid to mix it in there. But if you're going to find yourself coming back from this deficit, you're going to have to do it primarily through the air with just a little bit of mix of the run. Nothing open here downfield. I think it's a good job just getting to the edge, getting something positive, getting out of bounds.
2nd and 7. They'll look to throw. That's a short one caught by Sinnott. And they'll take this down inside the 35.
It's like a textbook, methodical, efficient NFL drive. 4 for 4 throwing the ball, mixing in some run. You're just marching the ball downfield at your will, and they get a fresh set of downs now to see if they can convert this nice drive into some points.
On 1st and 10, here's Daniels. He'll drop this down for Eckler. And they bring him down inside the 25-yard line.
Really nice answer to the previous drive from this quarterback. You want to play at this league and you want to play for a long time, you better have a short-term memory because mistakes are going to happen. Really nice job here bouncing back, putting together a promising drive, and he's open to come away with a touchdown of his own.
An enviable spot to operate from. Here's 2nd and inches. A give. Here's Hall. And he'll take this one forward for about 3. And that's a first down.
He was brought down at the 10-yard line. First and goal at the 10-yard line.
They'll throw with Daniels. He pulls it in around the 5.
These are the worst. I had a couple years, Mike, where I swear I got tackled inside the 1-yard line 10 times. And then you look back and you're like, man, how many touchdowns did I leave on the board because I couldn't get one more yard? Now, for him individually, not ideal, but right now they're on the doorstep of the end zone, and they got to find a way to put that ball across the goal line.
Another shot from the 1 on 2nd and goal. They'll try to run it with Hall. And he will take this one across into the end zone. Reese Hall. Touchdown, Commanders. Seibert out now for the extra point. The kick is good. And the Commanders back within a couple of scores. It's 35-21.
Zane Gonzalez set to kick off.
The kickoff team is out on the field, and we're back to it as the kick's away. Very good kickoff. Returnable from the 4. Nice job by the return team as he takes it across the 30-yard line. They'll break the huddle. Coming up now for 1st and 10. On the ground to start, they give it to Gibbs. Lots of space, past the 45. And he's going to be taken down on the other side of the 50-yard line.
And this is the point of the game, Mike, where you really can start leaning on your run game and try to close this game out. You've got the lead, you're in the 4th quarter, and they're able to pop off a big run.
They'll bring St. Brown in motion. Goff with the give to Montgomery. And he's not going to get away. They're going to bring him down on the other side of midfield.
At this stage in the 4th quarter, great job by the defense, understanding exactly what the offense is trying to do. They're trying to bleed the clock, shorten the game. They completely sold out to stop the run, able to take them down for a loss.
Williams in motion. Here's a handoff to Gibbs. A pickup there of 13. Good for a Lions first down.
So when you're evaluating the impact of a team's run game, I think it's important at the end of the game to look back and say, okay, how many yards did they run for? But more importantly, when did those yards come? Did I run for those yards in the 4th quarter, which typically means I had to lead? That's the sign of a successful run game, as opposed to getting a lot of meaningless yards early in the game.
First down, and they stick with Gibbs. And he's going to be taken down. Not so easy this time. They drop him back behind the line. It's 2nd down.
The speed and the get-off by the big interior defensive tackle, Mike. I mean, he got through there so fast, he almost took the handoff himself.
Last play went the wrong way. It sets up 2nd and long. It's 2nd down and 12. Look wide, get this one complete, and he'll be very close to a first down. Won't quite have enough, but now a much more advantageous spot.
This is a great example here of just not getting too complicated as an offensive coordinator. Who's one of your best players on the field, and how do you get the ball in his hands?
Open man, left side, he's got it. Give him 14 on that one. First down, Detroit.
That might end up being the backbreaker right now. This defense desperately needed to get off the field and give their offense a chance to cut into this 2-score lead. But instead, they now got to defend a fresh set of downs. And as you look up at this clock, they might be running out of time.
He's got his big tight end, Sam Laporta. Touchdown, Detroit. He is shining in this postseason spotlight. That's his 2nd touchdown of the game. Greg, that's one of those scores where it's not completely over, but it's getting to be about that time.
Yeah, Mike, I just think they're entering miracle stage right now, and I just don't think there's any coming back from this deficit.
Both teams ready to go once more as the kick's away. They're trying to pin him deep. They'll take this from the 3. They'll get this up past the 20. That's where they'll set up shop. This drive starts at the 21. It's 1st and 10. Operating from the gun, it's Daniels. Now he'll air one out. That is knocked away. Incomplete. Good coverage there defensively. All over him. And it'll be 2nd down.
This is one of those situations that plays directly into the hands of the defense because, think, Mike, they know this offense has to be one-dimensional. This has to be a pass. So what do? They bring in extra defensive backs. They clog up the back end. And at the end of the day, there's just nowhere for the offense to go with the ball. Certainly not one of his better throws, but what I've loved out of this quarterback today, Mike, was just how aggressive he's remained throughout the entire course of the game. Continue to push the ball downfield. Even if it falls incomplete, it opens up everything else in this passing game, and they've had their way so far today.
On 3rd down, they'll throw with Daniels. The right side, catch made by McLaurin. Call it a gain of 13. Good for a Commander's 1st down.
And this is a tricky part of the game for any defense. You find yourself protecting a late lead, and the age-old question is, do you remain aggressive? Do you try to just keep the ball from being thrown over your head and make everything be tackled and played in front of you? That's what every defensive coordinator struggles with, so they can't get too soft here as they try to hold on to this lead here late.
They'll try again. It's 2nd and 10. Daniels gonna throw again. Thrown left side, the catch is made, and they will bring him down on the other side of midfield.
It's been tough sledding for this offense all day today, Mike, but especially here in the 2nd half. So they are just in desperate need of a spark, just something to get their offense into a little bit of a rhythm if they want to have any chance to find themselves back into this game here late. Nice example there, Mike, of the quarterback just being smart with the ball, understanding it didn't quite develop the way he had intended. Throw that ball out of harm's way, live to play another down.
To the air again is Daniels. His throw left side is complete. And they bring him down, but not until they get inside the 30-yard line.
Anytime you're facing a zone defense, you're working from your first progression all the way through. But when guys are open in this level, Mike, they don't stay open very long. So what they taught us as receivers, if you're open, stay open. And if you're not open, you better get open quick because that ball is coming out.
And he can't hang on through the contact. It's incomplete. What a good job defensively to meet him just as the ball was arriving. And it'll be 2nd down.
Up until that incompletion, they've done a really nice job on this drive, Mike, picking up fresh sets of downs. And typically, throwing the ball on 1st down is a great way to do it. But now they find themselves in 2nd and 10. Do you keep it in the air and try to get the 1st down here? Or is the idea to just make 3rd down manageable and take your chances picking up a key 3rd down?
The Commanders will signal for the first of their timeouts. Clock will stop with 35 seconds to go. 3rd and 6. Throwing again, Daniels. And that just kept getting worse and worse until finally they bring him down. Now a timeout here by Washington. That is their second, as they get it right at the 30-second mark of this fourth quarter. Going to leave the offense out there for 4th and long. They'll indeed go. It's Daniels. He's going to air this one out. And the Lions are going to take over at their own 11-yard line.
When you find yourself in this situation, Mike, you're on defense, you're defending your own goal line, you got to take some chances. You got to try to force a turnover and make a play and get off the field. That's exactly what this defender did. Takes a chance, bets on himself, and comes away with a pick to save them some points.
Here's 1st and 10. They move Laporta, sending him in motion. A good push from the defense. They get him down back at his own 10.
Behind the line of scrimmage. A loss of a yard brings up 2nd.